Hello, good morning, students. Now we'll start with the digestion of fats. Now, fats they are taken in the food in the form of the butter, the ghee, the oils. Basically, the fats they are digested with the help of enzyme lipase produced by the pancreas. Other contribute minutely in the digestion of fats. So lipids are the molecules that are insoluble or only slightly soluble in water. Lipids include triglycerides, phospholipids, cholesterol, steroids, and fat-soluble vitamins. The stomach and lingual lipase start small amount of digestion of triglycerides into diglycerides and fatty acids. Mainly the pancreatic lipase converts triglycerides into two fatty acids and one monoglyceride. So we can say that the digestion of lipid mainly takes place with the help of pancreatic lipase. The main step in the lipid digestion is emulsification, which is the transformation of large lipid droplets into smaller droplets. Emulsification process, it increases the surface area of lipid exposed to digestive enzymes by decreasing the droplet size. Emulsification is accompanied by bile salts secreted by the liver and stored in the gallbladder. Lipase digest lipid molecule. The vast majority of lipase is secreted by the pancreas. A minor amount of lingual lipase is secreted in the oral cavity, which is swallowed with the food and digests a small amount, less than 10% of lipid in the stomach. The primary product of lipase digestion are free fatty acids and glycerol and few cholesterol and phospholipids. So in this diagram we can say the digestion of fat, it mainly takes place with the help of pancreatic lipase, which converts triglycerides into glycerol fatty acids, monoglycerides. Now the main important part in the lipid is the absorption. Fatty acids and glycerol being insoluble cannot be absorbed into the blood. They are first incorporated into small droplets called micelles, which moves into the intestinal mucosa. They are reformed into very small protein-coated fat globules called the chylomicrons, which are transported into the lymph vessel, that is lacteals, in the villi. These lymph vessels ultimately release the absorbed substances into the bloodstream. The absorbed substances finally reach the tissue where they are utilized in various activities. This process is known as assimilation. Now see here how it is absorbed. Now this is the large fat droplet, right? The bile salts mixing is there, which leads to the formation of a process known as emulsification. Small droplets they are formed, and then the pancreatic lipase, it acts on it, converts it into fatty acids, monoglycerides, glycerol, which enters into the enterocyte. There they enter into the endoplasmic reticulum, and again the resynthesis of triglyceride is there along with the protein, and the formation of chylomicrons is there. Through exocytosis, these chylomicrons they enter into the lacteals. So a very important process in the absorption of fat is the emulsification. with the help of bile salts, large fat droplets, they are broken into small particles so that the surface area is increased and the pancreatic lipase can act better. So this is the structure of myceli. The myceli, it has the bile salt, then lecithin and cholesterol. See here in this figure, we have one hydrophobic core and hydrophilic shell. Inner portion is hydrophilic core, outer portion is hydrophilic shell, right? So here what happens, we have the bile salts, water soluble portion, and this is the lipid soluble portion. This is lecithin with the same water soluble portion, lipid soluble portion, right? So they'll form a myceli. So myceli, from the outer side it is hydrophilic and core is hydrophobic. Now coming to the chylomicron. Chylomicron, how it is formed? The myceli, it enters into the endoplasmic reticulum, where the synthesis of triglycerides is there from monoglycerides and glycerol, and with the help of various proteins, right? So very important thing is the proteins, basically they are the transporter proteins, which are apoproteins, which are added to the chylomicron, and the complex structure it is formed, which enters into the lacteals. So to revise, the triglycerides, they are broken down into fatty acids, monoglyceride, right? Then myceles, they are formed. Then enter into the mucosa, chylomicron is formed, enters into the lacteals or the blood. My sincere thanks to www.google.com for providing us beautiful pics so that we can explain the topic well. Thank you.